There we go. Test. Test it, test it, test it. Microphone check. Hello? um, so this is these are some photos from my trip in February. I'm gonna start to Magic Kingdom. Just some test shots. I'm shooting at aperture f11, which higher, lower, I guess they would call it, f-stop, which allows everything to be sharper. What's up, Amy? How are you? And then my ISO, so I don't get a lot of grain. The higher this number, the more grain you'll see in the photo. So I'm at 160. And then I am, this is just a 3.5 seconds. So I have a shutter release so I don't touch the camera because I'm taking firework photos right now. I'm at the train station, Magic Kingdom. So you don't want to touch the camera when you're going to be taking firework photos. The biggest problem you're going to have if you're shooting from the train station is this light, not light, this flagpole that's right here. So there was a couple here that were sitting in scooters, and then there were people here taking their photos. Everyone thinks that they take the best photos, but they just want to get a photo on their phone or whatever. So that's where I am for this photo. I'm just doing some test shots before I begin so we can start looking through them. To the act. So you can see with the shutter speed open, this is 8.6 seconds. You can see the crowd of people are kind of blurred, but the castle is pretty sharp. A little blurred. Not bad. So here's a different shot, 6.2 seconds. A little bit better. This is a photo. You can see a mass of people that are moving because I left it open for 6 seconds. I will hit P on that. That means that I picked it. So when I go to flagged, that photo that I just picked, this is in Lightroom, by the way. This is just Lightroom Classic. What's up, Amanda? How are you? So we have the flagged ones and then we have the non-flagged ones. After I flag them by hitting P on my keyboard, all of those photos that I picked will be in one group. So we're looking through 877 photos right now. That's in the span of my February trip, which was how long was it? Monday to Friday. So that's how many photos I took in 5 days. It didn't take a ton. That's not a ton for me to be. We already got a good one of this. One's not bad too. So not as bright. Shot there. So the fireworks are coming up in a little bit. So keep in mind, I have this on a tripod. This is the start of Happily Ever After GA. So first shot right out of the gate is this. 11 seconds. f11, so it's pretty sharp as I zoom in. And I'm in manual focus. So you have to be in, I believe it's, I have to get a camera. Let me go get a camera. I don't think it's. So I got a camera. Thank you, Claire. So you want to be in B for bulb, and that allows you to shutter release everything. So B on your camera if you have an SLR camera. I don't know if this other camera has a B. So that allows you to do the shutter release, and you need to be in manual focus. So you'll just change that on. I believe it's on the lens. So this is an auto. AF is autofocus. MF is manual focus. You want to be in that, and you want to be focused on the castle. You want to kind of line it up yourself by focusing. So that's an okay photo. Not bad. That was 3.8. This one's kind of cool. You can see a girl wearing her Mickey ears over here. M mode. No, manual would be if you're just adjusting your shutter speed, your aperture, and your ISO. So you want to be in bulb to do this, and you want to get yourself a shutter release that you can press a button. It hooks up to your camera on the side, and then you count how many seconds. Basically everything you want to capture in the photo, you'll leave it open for that. This is actually an epic shot. I do like this one. I haven't even seen these, so this is kind of like the first time. I looked at them through my they're called chimping. That wasn't. That one's kind of neat. I'm just picking them right now. Cool. Kind of like that. You can still see there's a girl over here. So I'm kind of like sandwiched between. I'm kind of back, but there's people in front of me, and I have this on a tripod. That one's kind of neat, like that. So I go through these kind of as quick as possible, just hitting E when I like them. Kind of an intro. If you guys have any questions about that one's blurry. I think my camera got bumped, or I moved it at this point, so these actually. I think I missed it. Not then. I think I do like this one because I see the hidden Mickey going on right here. If you guys see that. I don't know if I said thank you to Claire for. We could sharpen them up too if. So if you have like one like this that's overblown, and again I'm shooting in this is RAW, which RAW is an uncompressed file. Thank you, Starlin. So that's a compressed file when you shoot JPEG. And oh sweet, hidden Mickey firework. So you want to shoot in RAW when you're in like dark settings. So we're in a dark setting here. I might want to play with these photos later on. I'm pretty sure I shot these in RAW. You can check in your, if you're using Lightroom, you want to go over to library, go to right here. CRT means RAW. So it's a setting on your camera. You want to go into the settings, and then maybe we'll do some streams about settings and stuff like that. So this is 23 seconds open, f22. So I brought the number up. I think it's lower when you go higher, which is kind of weird. My ISO is 160, so you don't really see any grain when I zoom in. I don't see any like I don't know how to describe grain, but you might see it on your, you shoot things in the dark, just like pixelated, kind of a way to. So when you have something like this and you're in RAW, you can bring the color back by going to whites, and then bring your exposure down a little bit too. And there's a way to, I don't usually use it all that much. Love Disney fireworks, yeah, they're great. I think it's in here, adjustment. So you want to go to the adjustment brush, and what this allows you to do is draw a brush and paint over the castle, because when I bring this down, then the castle gets very like dark. So you want to take the brush from here, hit edit, and then right now with this brush I can brighten this up, darken it. So that's what I'm doing here, is I'm adding some light to the actual castle to kind of brighten it up so it doesn't look so dark. And then I can add some contrast if I want back into it, so it's not, doesn't look fake. Hopefully that helps for you. I do like this photo. After I kind of added those adjustments, we'll go back to the actual image. See that I brighten it up, and then we'll take a view at the before and after. I might want to brighten this up a little bit more. I think you could go right back. You might have to click on the thing and kind of to match this a little bit, so that looks a little bit better, maybe a little fake, but overall I think that looks good. So I'll just hit P on that, select it. This one's kind of neat. I do like this one. We have this girl over here again, she's blurry, but in my shot, but it's okay, it doesn't look bad. The key to some sort of photography is like, you want to have something in the foreground, it might be out of focus, and then you want to have something in the background very sharp. Sometimes if you're taking portraits of somebody, you want to blur the background, so you want this number to be a lower number, like 2.8 or 1.8, and then something will be very sharp, like their eyes will be very sharp, but the background, the bokeh, will be very blurry and buttery, but it will look good because it will draw your subject out. That's with like a portrait lens, like a 50 or an 85 or a 70, something like that. And you can achieve this at like 5.6, or these probably mean nothing to you guys unless you have a camera. I'm just spitting out numbers. I'm trying to teach you while I'm going along. It might just be rambling. If it's helpful, then let me know. So I brought the whites down in this. I'll hit P. This probably needs to brighten up the castle here. I won't do too. I don't have too many more of these, and then we'll get into the Mickey sort of. Everybody, put your ears on. That whole song. Parade. Have that coming up. Does look a little fake. Exposure. You don't really want to illuminate these people. You could illuminate the darkened areas here if you wanted to. Draws it. Again, this is at 24 seconds, so this is a 24-second thing, and the reason why it's sharp is because I have it on a tripod. Get a haircut? Nice. Electronics. Yes, I did. Thank you. Okay. So, thank you, Jacob. So this is a fun one. A few other things you could add to it if you're using Lightroom is you can add sharpening to it. A little bit sharpened. Doesn't always look. Anytime you put a photo up on Facebook, the quality will be lacking. Same with video too. The video only goes to like 720, and I think that's just to save space. So just things to remember. You want to be using YouTube and external sort of like sites to upload your photo. That one's kind of neat. I don't know if I love it. This one is kind of cool. Oh, thank you, Alyssa. So in the case of this one, I'm trying to bring the color down, but it's making it dark. This is one where you'd have to definitely bring this brush in. This will help your long. So I'll be doing more of these photo tutorials because I do have a lot of Disney photos you guys might want to see. I don't want to illuminate this girl too. Love this photo. That one's kind of neat. That one's kind of cool. This one you could probably bring back, but the castle is kind of dark, so you might have. When you get a lot of bursts like that with white light, that's when you want to shoot in RAW because it's going to blow things out. You can put a gradation filter on it as well. There's these filters you can put over the lens and you can adjust them and make them dark and stuff. That will help, but I used to use one of those, but I don't usually use them much anymore. I'll go back to that. So this is like getting down to the end. I do really like this one. I wish the fireworks were falling a little bit more because the castle is so blue. This one's kind of cool. Back. But that's all kind of like white works. This is definitely one where we grab this brush. Oh, I grabbed the wrong. And I think you can reduce roll wheel isn't really this. That kind of looks cool. Love that one. Maybe just brighten down and pretty. Yeah, I'll play around with these a little bit more. I want it going. This one I really love though. This one's got a lot. This is 14 seconds f/22 at 70, so I'm the end of my focal length because I'm shooting with a 24-70 Mark II on the Canon 5D Mark III. I believe that's what that. If you can get a lot of lines, and that's why when you're using the trigger release, you're watching the fireworks and you want to see where these lines are kind of going. So there's an art in it that you're watching the fireworks, and as this one comes up, pew, 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 you want to be holding your shutter open, and that's what's going to give you all those lines in the sky. Because it's just think of it as someone riding in the sky as these fireworks are going up. So that's when you get a pretty much a great shot. Plus the castle looks really cool. This I find is one of the best spots to take in the fireworks is at the train station. But you got to get there like 5:36 so you can. I wasn't even in front of. There's railing there or whatever. So you got to get there at like 5:36 for a. What is it? 8 o'clock show. People are there to set up. So if you know, and I was a little ways back. I actually feel like I got a good shot here, and then kind of pushed to the right with the flagpole. I would like to be on the left side of it. Might be kind of cool, but I'm not gonna. I think I got there at like 6 something, and I didn't have the best view. This one's kind of cool, and you see the line of Tinkerbell because if you've seen Happily Ever After, Tinkerbell shows up at the end. They find your happily ever after, and then she shows up and goes down. So that's Tink's line right there. You see. This is the finale. You could probably play around with this. It's interesting though, if you watch these fireworks from the back of the castle, like over by Splash Mountain, the fireworks are shot off at different spots and they line up when you are watching from the castle, but we'll probably do these. I have some other photos from behind the castle, and they're not lined up. Ones are being shot over there, and ones are being shot over here. So it's interesting to see that if you're back there. Just so happens everything lines up here when you're in front of the castle. This one too. I do like that one. I'll play around. And then this is, of course, the finale. Really blown out, but I can bring it back to something maybe like that. Can you take 70 to 200 in Disney? I'm always too scared. Yeah, that is too big. I photographed a 100-year-old birthday last August and would love to use this. I've never seen Tinkerbell fly down. Sometimes I have Walt Disney World watch on YouTube. Starlin, yeah, I've shot with the 70 to 200 there. Yeah, I would say that you can bring it in. I've used it there for stage shows. I didn't bring it this time. This was just a 24 to 70 trip, but I've used it before, and we'll look at those as well. We're gonna just dive right into every photo I've taken at Disney. I didn't get a pic because I was doing time-lapse stuff or this type of photography. I actually want to brighten up this. Right. Definitely an art in when you a Lightroom. You don't want it completely like where it looks fake or too dark, so you want maybe something like that makes. And I think that's it for fireworks. So in that whatever 20-minute show, I only took 44 images. You can take, if you're using the shutter, you can you don't have to leave it open as much as I did, 12 seconds. The longer you hold it open, the more light it's going to look in, or the more light it's going to bring in. That's why you have to bump your aperture to 22 or 11 or something like that, and bring your ISOs, because ISO brings in light as well and makes the photos grainy the higher the number. Thanks. The woman will be 101 this and going back for more photos this year. We're all dressed 101 Dalmatians. Coolest 101. That's awesome. Really great. This is me at All-Star Music. On my live streams on this channel, you can go back to February and so this is like the DJ or the guy that sings on the, which I kind of like this photo because she's looking up, Minnie's doing her thing. The only Mickey's a little off, and then she's he's he yeah. He's singing. That one that's actually with me. I might keep both of them. I don't know. Great thing about Lightroom is you can check focus and stuff. This is at f4. I usually shoot f4 when there's multiple things going on. Like I wanted her a little sharp. She might be a little bit blurry if I was at f2.8. So that's why I'm at f4. And then he's it. So I can get through these kind of quick. We've already looked through. I don't know how I want to stop at. A little bit. I'm gonna get some water because every time I talk, my throat, and then it will give me time. No. I hope you're enjoying this sort of stream. I want to do more of these where we look at my photography and talk about them. Over on my page, if you guys send me a friend request, I'm doing live wedding photos because I take wedding photos as well. So I'm talking about that. We did one, I think, yesterday. Be right back. Oh, weddings. I'm in. Thanks. Requesting now. Okay, so back with you. You're gonna see basically every photo I've ever taken in my life. I've been taking photos since 2003. Started doing weddings in 2006. Started shooting Disney photos in 2013, but didn't bring, I don't think, a professional camera until 2014. I was actually videoing this at the same time as I was shooting this, so I had my camera up here. I was videoing. This is kind of a fun photo, and you might not love it, but I like that you can see him singing over here, and they're kissing behind. That would have been liked to have been a little bit higher up, but I was really close in this front of Magic Kingdom. that's where they were stopping during this parade. If you go there, that's where you want to be, up there. Probably on the side that I am, which is near the partner statue. That's where you want to be. If I can... Alright, let me hit P there. I do like that photo. I like when there's action going on, when everyone's kind of doing their own thing. That makes a great photo. That's a sort of a tip for making a great photo. They're kissing. If they're a little bit higher up, I would think that that's outstanding. I think it's a good photo. I don't think it's a wow photo, but probably put it in a magazine. This one's okay too. I mean, they have their arms. I don't see his face. I see her face in that one. And then here I think I zoomed in so you can get a closer view of Mickey and Minnie and birthday outfits. Because Mickey and Minnie were in the same first cartoon, Plane Crazy. So they're both, well, they were both in, even if I'm pretty sure they're both in Plane Crazy. I'm not well versed in that one as opposed to Steamboat Willie, because Steamboat Willie was the first cartoon with sound, but they're both in Steamboat Willie, which was also nice. So these are some fun ones here. I kind of like this photo, even though you don't see Mickey in it. Kind of doing her thing. This one's interesting. I don't know. That was back. Back focus is basically if you're focused on the background and you meant to focus on the foreground, what's in front of you and not behind you. Okay. Couple. Again, this is from my February trip of this year. Kind of cute. I don't know. I like the fact that she closed. That's okay. I'm not really expecting too much. One's kind of a fun one here. Dead center now. This is a cute one. I do have a really great one back in 2000 something where Mickey was like in the... One's not. I do like this photo. I just wish I didn't cut off his finger over here. That's my own bit. Like that. Guy's cool. But not. I don't love this float that they're on. You'd have to kind of be up to get their faces. Like if they come to the front of it, then it's good. But I wish it was like a little bit lower. So if you are up here, you could see them a little better. Bars. And I'm 5'11". I'm like almost 6 feet. So, but when they stand like that, that's. Are you guys enjoying this type of stream? This is the first time I've showing you my Disney photos. This is all unedited stuff. This is just straight out of my camera, nothing touched up. You see the misses, you see the shots that are straight on. This one I do like because Mickey's like looking at her, smiling. And then they go in for a kiss, which I think that this photo is perfect. Again, at f4, shutter speed 800 because it's sunny, and then a little bit, yeah, it is sunny, ISO 100. Alright, let's continue on a little bit longer. That's kind of a cute one too, because she's got her... This one's just like a fun one. I think I got some more cute, a few more cute ones. That one's actually not bad either. That one's okay. I like this because they're both waving. Oh, now this one. That one's kind of cute. Fixing. I'm a photographer and came here to relax from editing, and then I see Lightroom, but I still love it. You have great eye. Thank you. I'm photo that came here to relax from editing, and then I see that I'm in. This one, I don't know if I like that one because she's got her open. This one's really cute. That one's kind of cute too. What I would probably do with this one is I would hit, like, bring a little bit. So it's like, this one I love, absolutely love. I'd probably bring this one down. And then I would probably bring the exposure down in the background, blue in there, brighten up. This one's cute because they're both looking at each other, laughing. That one's actually not bad. I don't know what's going on here, but I do like that Mickey's pointing at me. And then this one's cute too, because I'm like kind of highlighting Mickey. Or just... So you could zoom in and... It's okay to have Minnie over there. I do like these birthday outfits, so they got going. Very cool. I just got a few more of these, and then we'll wait. I do like the deep. I don't know if I'll take both of those. Doing this one, we kind of have one like that, but I'll take it again. I like it. I don't want the one open. Okay, so now we're at a parade. Oh, this is them leaving. We will get to a parade. Another parade. This is sort of like a dance party. Some of these, but I don't. There's Daisy and there's Pluto. I don't think I have him though. This is sort of a stage show. It's kind of a fun photo there. This is at full at the end of my focal length, so 70. It was really hot this day, so you can see kind of was. Some of these are fun. I like to get this here, smart there. Guys like, yeah. Yeah. And she's giving thumbs up to flowers. An okay photo. I wish. Whatever. This one's kind of fun. You have him over here, flowers, her. I like this photo. What is he holding? Oh, this is like the unicorn kiss thing, right? So this is like a fun. I'm always like shooting a few as I shoot too. So my camera shoots like a lot of frames per second. So make sure if you're shooting that you do something like that. So, you know, but kind of like follow the music. If you know the songs at Disney, you're gonna get better shots. You definitely do want a DSLR. So this is shot on like a $3,000 camera at the time. Mark IV is a 1,000. I don't have the Mark 5D Mark IV. Great pictures. Did you go to all the parks or just Magic? No, I went to. Forget which ones. I went to Hollywood. I know that. I didn't go to Animal Kingdom. And I went to Epcot because that's where the art festival was. That there, the fun here. Got an F4. There's a fun little jumping one. And thank you, Robin. I forget how fast the camera. Shutter speed. You can probably pick up a camera that has a fast shutter speed at Best Buy for maybe 500. If you're looking. Make sure you get like a telephoto lens. This is a 70mm, but I am kind of close to this, kind of close to the stage. This is a fun little photo. Pull off. Oh, cool, Robin. That's awesome. I do like. I'm not a huge fan of Animal Kingdom. I do like it, but I would rather go to Magic, Epcot, and then Hollywood Studios. I do like those. So again, I am going through these photos kind of quick. So I didn't shoot a ton. I shot 877 photos when I was there, but I did take some with my phone as well. So this is kind of a good photo. I like it. You can always pick it and then, or not pick it out later. I think this is the links in the chain, if I'm not mistaken, sort of, or maybe this is a different one. This is a cute photo. There. So you want to get close to action when you're taking photos too. That's sort of a little bit of a tip. We're pretty close to this action. They say if their photos aren't good, then you're not close enough. No, wait. Better. So again, that's something that you had to kind of snap with all the photos out. I don't. That's kind of a cute one though, with her smiling. I'm just telling you exactly what goes through my head when I see these photos. Giving you truth. Cute because you gotta make it. Anna. That one's not bad with them kind of smiling in there. I don't know if I'll take both or. Doing her thing. I like movement in photos too. Like this one's okay, but I would rather her face be that with Mickey and Minnie. Their face looks a little weird there. I like her face there. This is a good photo too. You don't see Mickey and Minnie, but the way the dress is coming down, then she's walking, so you see part of her. She's got her arm stretched. I think is a great. Hopefully you think. See, something like this, I think, is a good photo if it was more like a portrait, and or maybe you're gonna hold shift. I think it's shift to get the aspect go of that. A show called Shot in the Dark video to media, and wow, I have to build it. Oh wow. I kind of like this photo as like that, as you can see this will come. And I left her kind of on the left side of my frame because I want you to see. I think it's better than if you had it framed, because then you want to go with sort of like leading line a little bit. So you can take your photos and crop them and just make them better by cropping them. We're not at the best spot. We're not at the best spot here with our wet up. we're kind of at their level when you double click it in. Filing, got rid of all. So this looks like I was kind of like on the stage instead of below the stage, like I was because of the birthday party. You know what I mean? See, that's kind of why I brought it up here. This one, if I crop it like Are you guys enjoying this? I need a little bit of feedback. I think you are. A different stream that I'm used to doing, but hopefully it's getting you more knowledgeable of photography. I really do love photography. I mean, it started with art first and went into graphic design, website design, and here we are with art, photography. I really do. You have to have a passion for these sort of things. I really do love taking photos, especially at Disney. This one here could work like that one's okay. I actually really love this one, but I think it needs to be higher. I really do like this one if it's cropped. So you can crop like these type of photos with this type of camera because it's like, you know, this. Because there's so many megapixels on these that you can still print them. So I think this is a great image. Off with live, which so before I stop, I'm gonna skip all these because more. I'm gonna go to the parade because I think there are a lot more photos. And is this the parade? Let's look at some of the parade photos. So these are I like to capture pretty much doing something. These are all F4 again because you could shoot it at f2 point. When I have like two characters or two people. This is over by Splash Mountain. Very hot, very hot. We're kind of in the wrong spot with these photos, but they still came out I think we're in a good spot because the sun behind them, so that usually makes a good image. Oh, there's a... How do I store them? I have a hard drive, like 4 terabyte, and then I use online storage called Zenfolio, which after I edit photos, I put them up on there, and I also have Dropbox as well. Not so much for photos, just for like videos that are on my phone and stuff that I'm using how to back up stuff to clear my. Sometimes I use my external hard drive, just like a Western Digital, just small. I'll probably get a few more. I have 1 right now. I had 4, and then I transferred everything from those 4 to the 4 terabytes. This is a fun. You can get people smiling with a good reaction.